Guys, just for fun, creating a video here of a couple of gifts that my boys got from Santa here. We got the Motortec Villains here, which is just a 52cc two-stroke mini dirt bike practically here, what we got here. So I'm going to give you a layout here on this video, kind of show you the bike, take your thoughts, get some more information on it if you're looking to look at one of these bikes. So the first one, my oldest son, about 10 years old, he's got this one from Santa here. But so for the good price that Santa got, it's a pretty good price. I think you're finding the prices around 300, low 300s up to 450 on these bikes. For the price, they're a pretty good bike for the price here. Comes in a box. Santa dropped it off early for Dad can build them. So pretty much the forks kind of came off, and you had to build the forks, and then you had to kind of swing out this rear shock here to get that installed as well. Obviously, you still want to kind of do a couple other things for the kids, right, and make sure everything's safe and all that. But so you got to adjust the chain. So you got these two back here, just like typical any bikes or motorcycles. You got the common maintenance to do there. But install the handlebars here. So get all that. So for the price of Santa, what he got it here, it's I think it's a pretty good bike. I guess my only concern is quality, but yet again, I can't complain much about that. Just has these front shocks. They're kind of chintzy looking. I got maybe some high standards with that though. But otherwise, I mean, for a dirt bike, I mean, and then the price you're getting, what Santa paid for this, I mean, you got front suspension, you got rear suspension, so you can't complain back there. You got rear disc, you got front disc as well. The reviews I've seen on these bikes, here's my other one son's got, is just the tire wear kind of wears out fast. Well, I mean, come on, motorcycle tire is going to cost as much as this bike. So it comes with the title. You get the little plate on it too. Got the little plates on them. You got a key. For some odd reason, this bike, the keys are on different sides. So I'm not sure if that's a different year model on this one. So some safety features. I think the throttle does have some adjustments. I haven't messed with it though, but I just kind of ran into some wording on that though. 2 strokes, we got to mix that, 30, 31, at least that's what my manual said there. Just be careful. I think different years and models might be a different ratio you might run into there, so just don't count me full and stone on that. But it does come with a little, like a half-liter tank. So it comes with this little tank here. Looks like something you see on underneath your bed in the doctor's office, but you're visiting the doctor there. But nice measurements, millimeters. You have a measurement for 50 to 1 and 30 to 1, so don't let that confuse you. There was a sticker on the bike. I'll show you that here. But the sticker, my other son ripped the other one off, so it does say 92 with a number sign there. So 92 with the number sticker there. Is that the grade octane of the gas? I'm not sure, but it does say 30 to 1 right there on this bike. But so I think unleaded fine. I'm running regular. I'm not running premium. So again, overall, this is the walkthrough of the bike here. So if we turn the key on, typically I like to put the choke on and then pump it 3 times. And then turn the choke off. It is about 20 degrees right now in Indiana, so might have a little bit more out of it. bike here, if you are installing these, I just installed the front forks pretty much level. You got to be careful with installing that, making sure it's even on both sides for the bike's not going to be wobbly. I think some other complaints I've seen about this, when they're shipping them, the box comes damaged, so then you end up losing some bolts, and that's what happened on this one here. I just went to the hardware store, matched it, found it. I just got the different color because it was cheaper, but the grade was actually even better of the bike, of the actual bike itself. I think the other problem of it wasn't this bike, but it actually was the other bike. This one bike is actually giving me a little issues, as there's some dragging when I push it and pull it. I gotta push a little bit harder on this one, and I'm pretty sure there is an issue with the transmission part of it. I took this case off. It seemed to help a little bit, but I think there's something inside here a little bit more further that's wrong with this. I think it's equipped with a constant velocity transmission, so no shifting, for easy for a kid there. But this one, the spacers here were actually not the right size, so I was lucky enough to buy two to kind of notice there is a difference, and this was wrong. But all I did was measure it and with a micrometer, and then we had I put a washer there and make that just as good as the other bike that it came with, and then I had to put two on here because this one was shorter. But otherwise, I was going to be a little bit more fancier and put some buy a bushing spacer to be a bit more stout in strength, but I just went easier out and went just buy a couple washers. It hasn't given me any issues, but yeah, again, stalling, you have to adjust the brakes. So you just get a little Allen screw down here, adjust the brakes. I just kind of pull the slack out of the string and kind of slightly pull that up and kind of give it a test, push it, make sure it's stopping. Same in the back, same style here. But this is the mini motor Motortec Villain. That's what we got here. So back to that. So the bike that I was having problems with is that kickstand screw that's holding the spring together was actually interfering with the chain here on this bike only. The other bike didn't have any problems. I noticed this welding on this kickstand is at a different angle compared to the other bike that is not having interference. So that was my concern with this bike, and this is the same bike that I was having some dragging. And I know it's not the brakes because I loosened the brakes completely, just loose, free, and I even loosened the axle on this bike just kind of see if maybe it was over tightened, and definitely not giving me issues. But yet again, back at that, I took the case off, and all it is just two bearings, no grease. Or, excuse that, there is grease, there's no oil, but just wheel bearing grease practically for those wheel bearings and the gear in there, and then just covered to keep everything, to keep all the dirt and crud out of there. But that didn't seem to really help me. I didn't really take more things apart, didn't have parts in the hands, didn't want to screw up anything. I just investigated a little bit, but customer service, you had to email, and I think they respond quite quickly, and they took care of us. They took care